Hi, I am Hope. Welcome to our show, The Voice of Truth. Yeah, this is another episode, and I'm so glad to have you here with us. Welcome to The Voice of Truth. I am Hope. I'm from Nigeria, Africa to be precise. I am a public speaker and also a confidence coach. I help you to transcend beyond your limited beliefs into your full potential, into helping you become the best version of yourself, and helping you to transcend and limit whatever thing that is holding you back from actualizing your dreams. That is what I help you to do, and that is what I coach you on what to do. So, today's motivational tips, I am going to be telling you what you can do to build your self-confidence. I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips that can help you build your confidence. And trust me, with these 5 tips, it's going to help you see beyond your limiting beliefs and help you to become a better person. I have struggled with this myself. I've struggled with low self-esteem, and I know that with these 5 tips, it has helped me to build my confidence, and it has also helped me to become a better person. So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips, and I trust me, when you apply these 5 tips in your life, you are going to have confidence, like boom, confidence that can help you speak wherever you go to, confidence that can make you stand out wherever you find yourself, confidence that can make you to become a better person, helping you to have good self-esteem. Yes, we all need to have good self-esteem. We all need to feel loved. We all need to have self-love. But when you don't have confidence in yourself, when you don't have confidence in who you are, you can have self-love for yourself. And this is one area that a lot of us are struggling with, and I'm struggling with that myself. And I believe with these 5 tips, it's going to help you. Yeah, it can help you to build your confidence. Now, I'm going to be sharing the 5 tips. The first tip is look at what you have already achieved. Yeah, the first tip for you to build your confidence is for you to look at the things you already have. I've come to understand that a lot of us, most times, we don't tend to look at what we have achieved. I'm not saying you have to be rich or you need to acquire a lot for you to actually appreciate what you have. But the thing is, when you look at where you are and what you've achieved in life, you should be grateful for where you are. So you should be thankful for the things you've been able to get within the space of time or within the space of years. And you can make a list of the things that you have achieved in your life. Let's take, for instance, your degree. Let's assume you're a graduate and you're done with school. You can start with that. That is an achievement. You can tell yourself, yes, I'm a graduate. I studied psychology. I studied statistics. I studied medicine. I studied law in the school. That alone should give you self-confidence, because you know that you have something valuable to share to your world. You know you have an asset. You know you have something valuable to share. And I believe a lot of us have a lot of things we've done in the past, a lot of great works we've done. Just make a list of all those things. Write out the things you have achieved in your life. You can start from when you were much younger. You can start from when you were done with school. You can start from where you are right now. I just want you to look at your life and actually make a list of the things you've achieved. When you're done making this list, you are going to see a lot of things to be grateful for. And when you start being grateful for the things you've achieved, it helps you to build your confidence. You know, it helps you see yourself in a way that you have respect for yourself. That way you don't need to look at what others have, or you don't need to compare yourself with other people. But you can actually have the confidence that you desire, because you know that you have something to give you self-worth. You know you have something to offer. You have value to bring. And when you see the things you've achieved, it boosts your confidence. And this has actually helped me a lot. Yeah, there are times in my life I struggled with low self-esteem. I was so down on myself. Like, I never valued myself. And I kept asking myself, why? And I looked at the things around me, and I saw a lot of things I've done in the past, a lot of things I'm doing. I asked myself, why am I so struggling with low self-esteem? What is that thing that is making me not grateful for what I have? What is that thing that is making me compare myself with somebody else? So that is when I had to think about it, that I need to look at what I have achieved in the past years. I need to look at the things I have. I need to look at the things I can offer. I need to see that these things actually help me to build my confidence. Yeah. And I know that I have something that can make me have self-worth for myself. So that is one area I want you to look at for. First tip is look at what you've already achieved. And when you're done writing that, when you're done looking at the things you've already achieved, the second tip is for you to think about the things you're good at. Yes. Think about the things you're good at. A lot of us miss this a lot. Many of us have strengths. Many of us have great talents. We're talented, but we don't bother ourselves to look at these things. We don't think about the things we can actually do. We are so consumed and overwhelmed with the things that we can't do. That's what I mean is you're looking at your weakness, you're neglecting your strength, and you have your area of strength, but you're not focusing on your area of strength. You're looking at the strength of somebody else, comparing with yourself, but you forgot that you and the other person, you guys are not alike. So you need to think about what you have to offer. Think about the things you're naturally gifted at. Think about the things you can do. Think about the things you can offer to the world. What are the giftings you have? What are the talents you have? What are the things that naturally comes to you? That even when I wake you up from the sleep, you can actually do those things from your sleep. I want you to think about your strengths. Think about the talents you have. Try to write them down. Try to see what you can offer. And try focusing on your strengths. Yes, you need to focus on your strengths. A lot of times we miss out because we don't focus on our strengths. And this is so wrong. You shouldn't compare your life with somebody else. You shouldn't see somebody else's strength as your strength. That might be your weakness. And when you start focusing on that, it makes you limit the way you value yourself. It makes you limit the way you carry yourself. Because you're not seeing what you have. You're not looking within to see the areas of strength that you have. And that way, it tends to help. It tends to make you diminish. It tends to make you limit your confidence. It tends to make you look down on yourself. Because at a point, you might think you have nothing to offer. At a point, you might think you have nothing good to offer to the world. Because you feel you're not valuable. You feel, what do I have to offer? But when you start looking at the things you're good at, then you see the things you're not good at. It makes you value yourself. It makes you understand yourself better and know that, yes, this is what I'm good at and this is what I'm not good at. So if I know I can work on my weaknesses, sure, I can be able to do that. But if I can't work on my weaknesses, then I have to focus on my strength, because that is where my power is. That is where my strength is. That is where my confidence is. And that is where I can actually beat my chest and say, yes, this is something I can do. For me, for instance, I'm a public speaker. Speaking is one of my talents. I can speak and speak for Africa. Like I can speak, and it's something I love doing. It's something I'm passionate about. It's something that is in me, and it's something that cannot leave me. So speaking is one gift, and it's something I came to realize that I can actually use this to bless my world. I can actually use speaking as a career. Yes. And I thought of it. Why don't I use my speaking gift to help people, to make my voice valuable, to make my voice heard? So you need to see what you're good at. I'm good at writing. I'm good at speaking. I'm good at creative works. I know what I can do. And I know what I can do. So whenever I'm faced with a situation, I can boldly say, please, this is something I can do. But when I see this is something I can do, this is my area of strength and focus, I know I am good at it, because this is something that gives me joy. This is something that comes with ease. This is something I easily do out of love, out of passion. So when you start thinking about the things you have, when you start thinking about the things you can offer, you tend to give out more. You tend to give out more, and it helps you become better, and it helps you build your confidence. It helps you build your self-worth, and makes you value yourself more. The third tip is for you. The third tip is for you to set some goals. Yes, set some goals. Set some goals, because if you want to work on yourself, if you want to work on building your confidence, you need to set out goals. You need to give yourself time frame. You need to see areas you can be able to work on yourself. The truth is that we all have areas we are struggling with. We all have our baggages. We all have areas we are trying to improve in. And for you to actually do all of this, you need to set goals. You can't just do everything in one day. You can't build self-confidence in one day. It's something that has to grow with time. And it's something that has to be progressive. So for you to be able to actualize that, it has to be a goal. You can tell yourself, in the next 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, 1 year, I'm going to do this. I'm going to form this habit. I'm going to learn how to do this. I'm going to learn how to value myself. I'm going to learn how to carry myself this way. I'm going to learn how to speak. I'm going to learn how to cook. I'm going to learn how to bake. Whatever thing that you know that is your area of strength and something you're passionate about, and you know this is something that can build your confidence, build your self-worth, if this is something that can make you respect yourself, then you have to do it. So, but you need to set goals. Tell yourself, first of all, everything starts with your mindset. What are you telling yourself? Do you use words of affirmation? Because this is something that really helps me. There are times in my life at a point when I had low self-esteem. I struggle with that, and I told myself, girl, you're more than this. So most of the times when I wake up in the morning, before going out, I tell myself, I am beautiful, I am bold, I am strong, I am confident, I am the best of my kind. I am the best the world has yet to see. There is no one like me, and there is no one that will ever be like me. I stand with my voice, and I stand in who I am. I am the best the world will yet see. When I keep saying these words, it helps me value myself. My spirit comes to life, and it makes me to be happy, because at that time I am being relieved. I'm changing my mindset. So my mindset shift from low self-esteem to being confident. It makes me have self-worth. And I came to understand that a lot of us struggle with this because it's what we tell ourselves that is what affects us. It's what we struggle with that is what affects our mind. Now the question is, what are you telling yourself? What is that thing you're always telling yourself you can't do? Because I believe that what you give to your mind, what you keep saying to your mind, that is what you keep as beating, and that is something you keep manifesting. So for you to change your life, for you to change your thoughts, for you to build confidence, you need to change your mindset. Change the way you talk to yourself. Change the way you think. Change the way you speak. You need to build yourself with self-worth and self-dignity. There is power in the tongue, and that's why I'm most careful most of the times. I don't speak words that diminish me. I don't speak words that brings me down. I speak words that lifts me up, because I believe there is power in my tongue. So when I use my words, when I use the powerful words that builds my life, it helps me to become confident. It helps me to build self-esteem. It helps me to value myself more. And it's a goal. I've told myself I'm going to do this every day. And it's a routine, and I form it as a habit. So the question is, what goals are you setting? You need to set goals for yourself. If you really want to build your self-confidence, you need to set out goals. You need to know what you want to do regularly that can actually help you. Every one of us have different stages of low self-esteem. I don't know the stage you are. I don't know how serious it may be for you. Some persons don't have self-worth. Some persons, due to some humors, due to their body shape, due to what parental upbringing has been for them, due to low self-worth, due to lack of parental love, due to a lot of reasons though. But I believe every one of us have different issues at different stages of our life. It might be critical for you. It might just be minor for you. But whatever stage it may be for you, I just want you to set out goals. Tell yourself, write out the things you want to hear. Write out the things you want for yourself. Write out the things you know that can help you build your self-confidence. Write out the things that can boost your confidence. Because when you're done writing this and you keep applying these things, you keep saying it and you keep doing it, you see that your confidence start growing. You can try it for a month though, and when you start seeing results, you start valuing yourself and it starts changing your mindset. I believe everything starts with the mind. I believe everything starts with the thought. I believe it's the way you see yourself. I believe it's what you tell yourself. So that's why I want you to start with your mind. Start with the words you tell yourself daily. You can start writing affirmations. Affirmations are powerful. And it's as powerful. It has helped me and it has helped transform my life. And I must tell you, it's something that can actually help you if you want to build self-confidence. If you want to build self-esteem, it's something that can help you a great deal. You can try that out. Trust me, it's going to help you. Then the 4 tips is for you to talk yourself up. Somebody say talk yourself up. Yeah, talk yourself up. Yes, this is one powerful tip that can help you. This is what I like what I'm saying. Building self-affirmation, using powerful words, use the right words often. Talk yourself up. Use good words for yourself. No matter what you've been through, no matter the situation you are in your life currently, you need to learn how to talk yourself up. You need to learn how to use words, powerful words that can help push you forward. Words are powerful, you know. If you tell yourself you can't, trust me, you can't. But if you know you want to become better, you want to become a better individual, you want to be able to exhibit yourself and live your best life, then you need to start valuing yourself and start using positive words of affirmation. Not just affirmation. Don't say words that will limit you. Don't let anyone talk you down. Because a lot of times we let people get through our skin. We let a lot of people have hold of our lives. We let a lot of people have power over our thoughts. But you can change things about your life. You can start seeing yourself in a different light. And you can start building your confidence and your self-worth in that. Talk yourself up. Always speak words that can build you up. Always speak words that can enlighten you. It doesn't matter what they tell you. It doesn't matter what they say about you. It doesn't matter what they see about you. But it all matters is what you have in your mind. It's what you see about yourself. That is what is important. And that is what gives you peace of mind. And that is something that can build your confidence. And the last tip is get a hobby. Yeah, get a hobby. I mean, having a hobby can actually help you. Because I believe when you have something you love doing, that is where you start enjoying yourself more. The life is too short for you to live it boring. Come on. Life is too short for you to live a boring life. You need to get something else. You need to find something you love doing. If it's traveling, if it's reading books, if it's watching movies, just enjoy yourself. Just enjoy being on your own. Enjoy being alone. Appreciate yourself more. Appreciate your life more. And that is when you start exhibiting the true essence of your being. That is when you start living your best life. So you need to learn how to appreciate yourself. Get something you love doing. Travel if you can. Live where you are. Experience life. Get the best out of life. Come on, when you start doing all of these things, trust me, your confidence will boost up. Your confidence will grow. You start loving and appreciating yourself. And that is where you start seeing your true light. And that is where you start exhibiting from your abundance. Because you cannot operate from your abundance if you don't find your light. If you don't know who you are. And if you don't accept who you are. So everything comes with self-awareness. And everything comes with self-acceptance. So the question is, do you have confidence in yourself? Do you have confidence in your abilities? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in your strengths? Do you know that you can be the best version of yourself? Anything is possible. I don't care where you are. I don't know where you are. I don't care where you find yourself. But I know that in the midst of the storm, wherever you find yourself, you can be happy in who you are. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to be the best for you to appreciate you. You just need to know you. Have self-awareness and accept you. Everything about you. Everything. Be in love with you. Be crazy about you, girl. Be crazy about you. When you start thinking about the positive light about your life, that is when you start living your best life. Be crazy about you. Start thinking about this in this light. Trust me, that is when you accept you. And you will be at peace with yourself. You love yourself more. You appreciate yourself more. And you live your best life. Trust me. You will live your best life. And your confidence will boost. Like your confidence will grow. So the first tip I said was, look at what you've achieved. Look at the things you've already achieved and write it down. The second tip is for you to think about the things you're good at. Look at your area of strength, look at the talent that you have, and write it down. The third tip is for you to set out goals. Try to set out goals. Give yourself timeline. Give yourself deadline and tell yourself, I want to achieve this at this time. I want to write this. I want to do this. Build your confidence in that. Try to set goals that can help you build you. Then the fourth tip is talk yourself up. Always use words of affirmation. Speak positive words to yourself. See yourself and light yourself up all the time. You are good enough. You're good than what you think. You're better than what you think. Trust me, you have something that the world needs. Then the fifth tip is get a hobby. Get something you love doing. Do the things you love. Live your best life. Do the things that makes you happy. And that way you can start becoming the best version of yourself. That way you start living a life of fulfillment. That way you start living life out of abundance. You don't need to get opinion. You don't need to get approval from people for you to be happy. You can be happy. You deserve to be happy. And trust me, you deserve to be loved. So self-love starts with you. Before somebody can value you, before somebody can love you, it all starts from you. The question is, do you have self-love? Do you value yourself? Do you have self-confidence? Do you have self-worth? And if you lack in any of this area, you have to start working on yourself. You need to start building yourself. Alright guys, I hope those tips was helpful. Trust me, these tips has helped me and it has helped me to build myself. And I'm happy where I am. And I'm growing every day and I'm living my best life. I don't need people to talk me down because I know who I am. So you need to know who you are. You need to be self-aware of who you are and start doing the things that makes you happy. Alright guys, thank you so much for being part of this show. Thank you so much for being part of this episode. And I look forward to the next episode. Trust me, the next episode is going to be epic and transforming. You're going to love it because we have a lot of things to say and a lot of things to share with you. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share with friends. This is the Voice of Truth. Alright guys, bye.
The name of my book is Reborn. And Reborn is a story, a personal story about my journey from a place of despair to fulfilling God's purpose in my life. I have gone through a lot of challenges, a lot of, things that happened to me in my childhood all the way to my adulthood. And the Lord impressed on my heart to write my story, to share with others. Because, one thing about me, I'm transparent. And I believe when you share your testimony is to help somebody else get out of their situation. Because a lot of us go through a lot of changes, a lot of challenges in life. Especially, I grew up in the church world, a very strict environment, very religious environment. And it had a lot of, stressors in my life. I didn't know who I was as a little girl. I grew up with parents. My father was a pastor, and I was totally lost in this church world. I didn't know who I was, or if I was worth anything, or if I had any type of purpose in life. So my vision about God was so warped because I never thought God loved me the way they presented it. So I was a very lonely young lady. I had a lot of low self-esteem. So I was just really trying to maneuver and to find my way, through life. So it was God who helped me through the process, even though I wasn't focusing on Him as much. I want to share something, and chapter 2 page 17, Forsaken. I just want to read a little excerpt of it. And it says, in 1975, as I attended middle school and the family moved to a large 4-bedroom apartment building, was that this situation, things began to worsen for me. For instance, I was punished a lot. At times, I never understood why. My father never believed that Christian told lies. For instance, if someone from the church would report to him that they saw me somewhere and was doing something wrong, I would deny it. However, I would be told that I was a liar and receive the beating for it. So I became so tired of constantly being blamed and beaten for situations where I didn't have any idea. So I tried harder to be good, but notice each time I tried, it wasn't enough. And I realized that each time I would speak things, my mother would tell me to be quiet. And after a while, she developed a resentment to me. And, so I struggled a lot to be a part of a family. I struggled a lot to be seen. I struggled a lot to be loved. And this book is to help others who are struggling to find out who they are and find out their identity and who they are in God and whose they are, because it's so important to find who you are, you find yourself, because once you know who you are and knows whose you are in God, your life changes, and then you're on a path where you're evolving and growing and building, and you are increasing in self-esteem. And the more you understand yourself, is the better you are how to handle situations in your life and even handle people, to work with people and to really learn how to be empathetic, learn how to, reach out in some way, shape, or form, and to be where, can be there in the moment with that person, because you understand where they're coming from, because you see a lot of what they're being challenged with is the same thing that you were dealing with in the past. So when God delivered me, I was able to share this story in order to help others to heal. I'm coming from someplace, a place of darkness. A new me came forth, and I'm like, God, this is a powerful title, because it sends a message, that when God rejuvenates your life, it's like you're into a new person. You're very different. It's like you're starting over again from scratch. It's like, wow, it's a new day, a new dawn. So this title was so fitting for my journey and where I came from.